India is not the only country where incidents of mob lynching has taken place. US also faced similar mob lynching incidents during 50s and 60s. Let's tell you the story. A black boy lived in Mississippi. His name was Emmett Till. One fine day in 1995, Emmett Till went to a store in rural Mississippi. In the store was a lady named Carolee Bryant. Her husband, the shopkeeper, was not present. It is not known what happened between the black teenager and the white lady. But when the shopkeeper returned to the shop, he was led to believe that Emmett Till had whistled at his wife. Emmett Till was dragged out of his house and murdered. Emmett Till was brutally killed. In fact, his face was unrecognizable when the body was extracted from a river 3 days after the murder. Emmett Till's murder inspired civil rights movement in US more than 60 years ago.
The way it was done, that he was seized out of his uncle's bedroom, and that basically the mother demanded that the casket remain open. In essence, really ripping the lid off of this and saying, you as a country have to come to grips with what happened to my son. And I think that her courage, the pain she felt, but the courage of keeping that casket open really inspired people to say, enough's enough.
What could have been found in those files, and what does that mean? You know, that lets us know that in this quest for justice, as we go through the different murders that happened during the civil rights movement and the lynchings, and because of the actions of our activists fighting for our rights, that lets us know that justice can still be served.
The US Justice Department says it has received new information. The author of the book that included new revelations about the killing of Emmett Till says he shared all of his research materials with FBI last year, but he is not convinced US President Donald Trump cares about a black teenager from Mississippi who was killed more than 60 years ago.
Had a good day this morning.
I find it deep irony and appalling hypocrisy that Jeffrey Beauregard Sessions and Donald Trump would pretend to care about African-American children, about a black boy murdered in 1955. The FBI contacted me in the spring of 2017. I shared with them my research materials. Soon thereafter, I got a subpoena from the Justice Department and shared all my research materials with them in a more formal way. When they say new evidence, I think they're referring to my book. But the blood of Emmett Till only shows her lying in court, which wasn't the morning news to me. I think everybody's known that since 1955.